Hey guys, so today we're going to be focusing on one type of factorizing. Today we're going to be factorizing using highest common factors. There are a number of different methods to factorize. You need to decide which one is best for the question. Today we'll only be focusing on factorizing using highest common factors. Let's start off with what is a factor. So if I have the number 24, for example, the number 24 has many factors. For example, two of the factors of 24 are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 4 and 6. These are just some examples of factors of 24. So the factors of 24 include 1, 24, 2, 12, 4, and 6. So they're all the numbers that can be multiplied together to get the number 24. So what do we mean by highest common factor? Well, that means if I have two sets of numbers, for example, 16 and 12, I want to figure out what is the highest factor that is common to both of them. So let's list all of the factors of 16 down first. First, we have 1 and 16. We have 2 and 8. We have 4 and 4. What about 12? We have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. So now we're going to look at what is the highest number that is common to both of them. And when looking at this, we can see they both share 4 as the highest common factor. So the highest common factor of 16 and 12 is 4. Now let's go through and do a few examples of how we use this when factorizing. Let's use an example such as 2y plus 6. Now, factorizing means going from an expression, such as 2y plus 6, into a bracket form normally, a more simplified bracket form we call it. Why do we factorize? We factorize so that we can simplify problems by using cancelling out and other methods to eliminate to a more simpler version. So let's look at the numbers 2 and 6. What is the highest number that goes into 2 and 6? Well, you have 1 times 2 and 3 times 2. So 2 is the highest common factor, so we can put that outside the bracket. Do they share any common letters? Well, 2 has a y, but 6 doesn't have a y, so I can't put y outside. So 2 is the only thing I can have there. Now I look at 2 times what gives me 2y. 2 times what equals 2y. And I know it's another 2 times y, so I'll put a y there. And then the next step is 2 times what gives me 6. And we know it's 2 times 3. And that is the first factorization done. So 2y plus 6 is the same as 2 times y plus 3. Now, we can always check our answer by expanding brackets. So if you don't know how to expand brackets, watch another video to understand how to do that. But basically, let's write the answer. 2y plus 3. I can expand brackets by using the eyebrows. 2 times y is 2y, and 2 times 3 is 6. And I go back to my original question, meaning I've factorized that question properly. Now let's go to something a little bit harder. Let's go to something, for example, x squared plus 2x. Now here, I have to look at the highest common factor of numbers. Now in front of that x squared, there's an actual 1. There's nothing there. There's a 1 there. What's the highest common factor of 1 and 2? Well, the highest common factor of 1 and 2 is 1 times 1 and 2 times 1, which is 1. We don't have to put the 1 there in algebra, but you can if you want to. It's ideal not to, according to correct syntax. Now we look at the letters. They both share an x. We look at the letter with the smallest index value, and the smallest index value is x1. So on the outside here, we have x. Now x times what is x squared? Another x. X times what is 2x? Another 2. And again, you can expand that to see if you got the question right. Let's go on to a harder type of question. 6ab plus 3a minus 2a squared. Now let's look at the numbers, 6, 3, and 2. Now 6, 3, and 2 don't share any factor other than 1 as the highest common factor. 6 times 1, 3 times 1, and 2 times 1. So we don't have to write the 1. Now let's look at the letters. All three of them share A, and the one with the smallest index is A1, or just A. Now A times what is 6AB? Another 6B. A times what is 3A? Another 3. A times what is negative 2A? Another negative 2A. Sorry, 2A squared. So that's that factorized there. Now I'm going to give you guys a few examples to do yourself. I'd like you to try them out, and then we'll go through the recommended answers. Okay, so give those ones a try. Alright, you should have finished those by now. Let's have a look at the recommended answers. So you have 5x squared minus 2x. Now 5 and 2 don't share any common factors other than 1, but they do share x there with x squared minus x. So this is the same as x. What else do we need to get to 5x squared? We need another 5x. And what do we need to get to negative 2x? We need another negative 2. So that's that answer there. Let's look at the next one. With the next one, 6 and negative 3. 6 and negative 3 both share the factor of 3. 3 times 2 and 3 times 1. So you can put 3 there. Now, we have a squared and a3. They both share a, but the lowest indice one is a squared. And they have b3 and b2. And the lowest indice one there is b to the power of 2. Now, our highest common factor for both those terms is 3a squared, b squared. Now, what more do I need to multiply that by to get to 6a squared b cubed? Well, I need another 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Do I need any more a's? No, I already have a squared. Do I need any more b's? Yes, I have b squared. I need another b to get to b cubed. Now, 3 times 1 is 3, so I don't need to write that. I have an a squared. I need another a because I need to get to a cubed. And I don't need any b because I already have b squared. So the factorized version of that is 3a squared b squared, open bracket, 2b minus a. Let's look at the third example. There, they both share the number 2. So the highest common factor of the numbers there is 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1. They both share pi. So we can put pi outside. And they both share r. The lowest indice one is r. What else do I need to get to 2 pi r squared? I need another r. And what do I need to get to 2 pi r h? I need another h. So that factorized there is 2 pi r bracket r plus h. Hopefully that helped you out. If you have any other questions, please let me know.